Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? This is your boy J.I., the mass creator. We're in the house with to my left.
Oh, I'm Richie Rich.
And over in the peanut gallery, we have J. Nicole the model. Say something so they can hear ya. She said, hi. And on the screen, we got my man 5,000 gram, Mr. Alvin Gray.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man? Welcome to the Grown Man Click podcast. We always start the show off with oh, hey Sheila,
Auntie,
hey boo, that's
auntie,
my baby.
auntie.
My baby just showed up in his comments. Hey girl, I love you. But we always start off with a toast. So tonight we are drinking Old Smoky apple moonshine. So lift them up, take a cup, clink clink to a good show. Here we go. So
that's thick.
That's hitting. I like that.
That was thick.
Yeah.
God damn.
Old Smoky goes down smooth. You wake up naked. Anyway, so we always start the podcast off with a drink, and then we go around the room and say, "What? Oh, do I need to address the elephant in the room?"
Oh, yes.
We got two grown men. They had to do some grown man shit. Scott is on his way, and Van is on his way as well. They'll be here. Scott, don't forget your mic. Don't forget your mic, Scott, because we got you ready. Because he brings in his own microphone.
That means they had to take a shit.
In a world where you have your own microphone, one man comes in ready to talk. His name is
Skizzy.
So anyway, we're gonna go around the room, find out what y'all did since the last podcast. So Rich, what did you do since the last time we got together?
Man. I can't even lie to you. This weekend has been nothing short but amazing for me. And I wanna give a big shout out to Stream DMV because we did a rap party on Saturday night, wrapping up my man's awesome first directorial debut. Give me the loot.
I don't have the claps queued up, but give him a clap. Let's give him a clap for real. Give me the loot. Asim has been here and he's been on the GMC. We really support that brother. He doing his thing up. But go ahead.
Also, we wrapped Auntie's project.
That's right.
Leo in August
is finished. Yeah. Sheila Brown.
Going into post-production.
That's Boz Productions going into post-production. We wrapped them on this weekend. I up to the side, and Rich was DP for this one, so it's a little different. It's going to look a little different. We got some stuff going on here, man. So I was sitting here and everything's going back to normal. I got to definitely say hello to my boy Terrace Teddy, Sophisticated Grizz. He's in the house right now. What's up, brother?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good.
We doing good. I can get these hand claps up. Yeah, there we go.
That's what I'm doing.
You know how we do. So, all right. So, what did you do, Mr.
Over the week? Well, still getting parts of the studio together. I'm almost finished building out my closet in the studio. Got a couple of other things ready. Pretty soon, y'all gonna get a full view. So as soon as everything is done, I'm gonna give like a whole panoramic view of everything that got taken care of. It's almost done.
I did, Grace.
What's that?
Call me to film it.
Call you to film it? No, because I can't trust you around this stuff.
All those colognes in that room, 6 will be missing, and he will look like
I'll leave you the boxes, dog. I'll leave you the boxes.
He will look like nipples leaving out in space, and you gonna have to and he gonna have to get them bear paws.
Because I would have had to pat you down, bro. That's just not even gonna feel right.
Listen, that's the beauty of being a big guy, though. That's the beauty of being a big guy. Because
we got places,
difference.
We got places to tuck stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm the rules. You know how it is, right? That tickle.
Stupid.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I got going on. I'm probably gonna get in some new fragrances this week. So probably 3 more fragrances coming to the collection. Just trying to round out my summertime fragrance stuff. Doing a lot more videos. I don't know if y'all seen them online on
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I got them up on YouTube, TikTok. Just talking about the fragrance that I wear today and where you can get it and all that type of stuff. So just being a little bit more active now that everything's starting to come together.
That's what's good.
That's what's happening.
So I guess that brings it back full circle to me. So anyway, well, no, he hasn't been here. This is his first time. So we haven't. He's not revisiting us. This is his first time. So we can't.
So
we don't know what he's been up to yet.
Technically, my man's a virgin to the GMC. Are we popping cherries here?
Oh shit!
No,
that's a man.
Pause, goddamn it! I said pause.
Hey, are we grown men? Hold on, are we grown men?
All right, well, stop.
Yeah, which is why we don't say shit like that to other grown men.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, you know me. I say what the fuck I want.
So, I know you.
Anyway, don't chase off our new guest. Anyway. You're like, damn, what did I walk into? Bye. But anyway, so I guess it goes to me. So it's been a crazy week, and I still don't think I'm ready to talk about everything. I did lose 2 family members since we last met. 2 of my cousins passed away. One of my first cousins and actually both of them were first cousins, and life happens, and I want to send love and condolences out to my cousin Jermaine and my cousin Tawanda on the loss of their mother, my first cousin Mary, and also to the Ward family for the loss of my first cousin's wife, and just wanted to let them know that we are there for them. I also want to send another condolence out. I know it's been a heavy week out to my other wife. It's a little moniker I got from my wife's girlfriends. They all call me their other husband because they say I, treat their girl so good. They wish I was their husband. So this one stung because this happened live on the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast. I want to send love and sympathy out to my other wife, Barbara Fair, and the loss of her husband, Cliff. Cliff was murdered in Baltimore. And that's the kind of reality we live in because I was live on the podcast when I got the message.
Right.
And that's crazy. But there's the Grown Man Click Cave. There's been a lot going on, but maybe next week I'll talk to y'all about that. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but things are changing. Yeah. It may be for the better though, so we'll just see where it goes. Okay. We did an amazing job of wrapping Leo in August. I'm really so fucking proud of my wife. If you don't know, she has transferred from stage plays to writing for screen. She actually wrote for screen, but she wrote for the cinema. But going to the small screen is a little different. And I gotta we'll save that for the next segment. But I just want to let everybody know that you know how we feel about each other. And I just love the team that's in the room with me every day, pulling down here at the Grown Man Click Podcast Mass Creation Studios, because you guys help to make me look as good as I want to look, but better.
Don't forget the comedy show.
Oh shit, I forgot. We did have an amazing. Can you go grab that and bring it over to me, Jay, please? It's hanging up there. I want to give them a big shout out, but I definitely want to put them on screen because I'm a supporter. But I was gonna wear it, but then people would have thought that I was sending out a contradictory message. But
damn, Jay, you're supposed to be our Wheel of Fortune girl.
This is from the Loudy Puff brand. I wore it the other night, but they're local black weed growers, and as you know, in a couple of weeks, less than 2 months. It's going to be fully legal for recreational purposes here in the city and in the state. So, Loudy Puff. did a great job of doing a weed education class, and well as having some of the funniest young comics I've seen in a minute. We thought we might get visited by a couple of them because they said they might stop through, but you never know with comics. They'll come through in the last 5-6 minutes and say, "Hey, I'm here." So, but anyway, I just wanted to tell you that was a good time. The next one will be posted on my page. So if you are interested, you can sign up for it. But they had the roof rocking because if you don't know, we actually have a rooftop event space. So, they did comedy on the rooftop and it was funny. And I think Sunday was the rap one, Leo and August, and now we're here at Monday, and I've already done a graduation and birthday photo shoot today. So it's been a busy week for me. But I'm just going to say that it's been worth it. And I'm going to take another shot here with my boy Van. Van, grab your shot. Cool. Van made it in.
Thank you.
Late ass Van.
Man,
at least he didn't. At least he didn't rob in one.
God damn.
Because if anybody doesn't know, this is another interesting fact about the building here. This is the building where they found Lee Malvo and what's his name? Muhammad.
John.
They were asleep outside of this building. Most people don't realize that, but this is where they caught the DC sniper right outside of my building. Yeah, we do. We want to big ups the police that caught them because they were right by the gas station, and somebody could have went to pump 2 and got it, but they took a nap and we got them. So, big shout outs to that. But I like giving interesting facts out because that's the way I am. But now we're about to go into our new What are we skidding? Oh, Van, he just came in. He threw me off. I'm sorry. Van, what have you been up to since the last time we've been together?
Let's see. So last week I was having some stomach stuff going on. So I was sick for like 3 days. Had to catch up on work. Had to go to a guy's place today and do a bunch of work at his house. He needed an additional bathroom outlet. Mind you, the back wall had a 130-pound mirror on it that needed to be moved and not broken. And he didn't even have any of the materials ready. So I was out there racking my brain trying to get that done. Just busy with work and being stomach issues at the same time. Just started feeling better Sunday when I came through here. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. John, my buddy John, is having surgery or whatever. Everything went okay with that. They removed 5 polyps from out of his heart. He was in surgery so long that when he came out, they had to put him back in surgery to have dialysis because he was already on dialysis to begin with. Ooh. So he's just been from one hospital to the next for like the past week. He's back to himself now, which is good. So,
prayers go up to him, huh?
Yeah. And
he's a tough dude.
Yeah. So
we got Ron Pringle watching right now.
Hey, happy birthday, Ron. You think I wouldn't remember the day's your birthday? You and Ron is a twin, Robbie. Happy birthday if you're anywhere near Ron.
Shout out to the Geminis. My season is over officially.
Thank God.
God damn.
You don't know what it's like dealing with this.
Hey, man, Taurus gang all day.
Well, is it that time?
Hold up. We got Barry J. Scruggs in the building.
Oh, Barry's a cook.
Okay.
He actually hangs out with B. Maeve.
Damn, well, where's the food?
You know, bro, man, from the 5th floor, be coming through the door. Yeah. So that's his buddy. So what's up, Barry? Flowers or powder for you. That's right, everybody. It's our favorite time of the Grown Man Click podcast. If you're new to the podcast, we're going to explain to you what this time is about. This is called Flowers or Powder. Flowers or Powder segment is for you to tell me and the rest of the GMC if somebody did something awesome, somebody did something so great, somebody did something that you adore, somebody did something for you that goes above and beyond. You get to give them flowers. But if that little motherfucker did something rude, ignorant, nasty, somebody cut you off, like somebody hit your bump of your car, somebody farted in your face in the middle of having coitus, I don't know, but they pissed you off and you want to smack the hell out of them, you give them what? Powder.
That's right.
So we're going to go around the room. I think this is going to be a powder-driven show because there's been a lot of really bad energy in the world. And this is the one place where you give out powder, even the people in what we call the people online, the peanut gallery. If you're in the peanut gallery, chime in and we will read your comments on the screen, post them to the screen so you can get your powder or flowers out. So if anybody in the cipher wants to go first?
In the cipher, where the weed at?
I can go.
All right.
I'll go. I got powder. Yeah. So usually I'm pretty laid back about everything. And don't let things bother me too much. And what I try to do, because I'm in the fragrance community, is support other people in the fragrance community. And so sometimes when some of the guys go live, I'll go on there live and things of that nature, this, that, and the other. So I went on to one of the guys in the community's page, and he went live and he was asking people, what their fragrance of the day was and this, that, and third. And I'm watching him read off everybody's, and I noticed that, skip past mine because I watched, how you can see somebody scroll. So I watched him scroll past it. I said, okay, it's not that big of a deal. And then it was something else that he asked, and he was reading everybody's comment, and he did it again. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't know if it's smoke or whatever the hell's going on, but I think maybe people starting to understand that when I said I'm coming. And if you feel threatened, just fucking say that. Because I'm coming with the real shit. I'm getting ready to start growing this shit, and truth be told, putting people on notice. So you get that powder. If you got smoke with the fact that I'm all I'm trying to do is support and be down with the community. But if you got smoke with me, trust me, you get that powder, baby. I'm not the one you want it with. So there you go.
All right.
Nice.
Let's give them a couple more slaps. And they got the powder. Now, anybody else?
Is that the first powder that Grizzly gave?
No, he gave a powder about like the second or third show back about a year ago.
Yeah.
It was something real heinous that went on, but
Yeah.
But usually producer keeps him on an even keel, so he always gives his flowers to producer. And producer, for those of you who don't know, is Grizzly's lovely cave member who loves on him dearly, and they cohabitate together.
That's right.
In the bear cave.
That's right.
That's the gangster in his life.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with producer. She is not one to play.
You not want that bear slash. I promise you. You don't want that shit. No, she's strong. Goddamn it, y'all think it's a joke?
All right. Well, we going to do this. We going to skip. I want to do this. I want to go to Alvin because he's the new man on the GMC. So I want to see, Alvin, do you have a flower or a powder to give out today?
A flower.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just like that's the best way to go for this. Just because I put out enough powder for the day or for the week, maybe a month. So,
you are the powder handler, in other words. Just slapping all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think flower is the best way to go for me, and I just want to give everyone cross paths with this week and last week a flower for dealing with. Is that a safe answer?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. We cuss people out on my podcast, so
yeah, I've done a lot of that lately, and I'm trying to find peace and drink and find that.
We also know that drinking allows for clarity, and you tend to tell the truth. So be prepared to hear some truth tonight. Also, Grizz, who is a sober panel member, he will say some truths, and he will cuss a motherfucker out, and it's not because of the liquor.
I'm also a sober panel member.
You haven't been sober since 72, and you. Anyway,
cool.
Any more flowers about it? Come on, go ahead. You can go.
Oh man, I said it from what I was doing this weekend, but I want to give flowers to everyone. Definitely, I want to give flowers to Auntie because we wrapped up, and that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I want to give flowers to Stream DMV. That was a big deal, but I also want to give big flowers, right?
Yeah.
To the Gimme the Loot ladies cast, because they did something that I have never seen personally for me, and I'm not gonna get emotional. No, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong. That's the
I
wrong
thought you said something you never saw from them.
Yeah, no.
Not that.
They're serious. They're serious.
Okay.
They're serious.
I'm sorry.
They gave me and the rest of the production teams flowers. Flowers. No, you give a hand clap for that. This is real shit. It's real shit. They gave us flowers, and I don't know about y'all fellas.
Yeah.
But as the youngest one on the panel, I will say, I don't see a lot of men getting flowers.
That's true.
I really don't see.
That's very true.
The only time I see men getting flowers is when we are in the ground or going to the ground, and that was really big to me, and it touched my heart.
Yeah,
it touched my heart. I'm taking care of these flowers too, ladies. If y'all see that,
that's
I'm gonna take care of these flowers.
Right.
Okay.
So, Rich, that's usually because most of the time men look goofy as hell when they get flowers because we don't know what the hell to do with them. Like I have actually gotten flowers before,
and you know what?
I'm sitting there like, okay. I don't know if to plant them or use them as some kind of potting soil. I don't know what the hell to do with these damn flowers.
And you know what?
So,
you're definitely right, because when they said my name to come get the flowers, I was still behind the camera. I was like,
huh?
Oh shit! I was like, oh shit!
He was like, Slim Shady. My name is.
It's funny.
It took my sister to tell me, like, don't put that shit in the trunk.
It's funny because when you say thank you, you're not going to say thank you traditionally how a woman does. We men, we get a flower. Thank you. You don't know how to receive a flower from a woman. It's just, it was cool. It's cool
because it's a sign of appreciation, and
exactly.
We need to realize that it's okay.
It's a beautiful thing
to be appreciated.
Yeah.
We gotta get
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's just like when I got roses from a lady before, I just had this look on my face, like, most of the time when we get stuff, we're trying to figure out what to do with it. Like we it's usually something practical, something that you can do something with. I don't know nothing about where to put the damn flowers. I just kind of sat them on the table, didn't know what the hell to do with them. But it was just it was actually pretty cool though. It was pretty cool. I had to kind of get past the whole man part of it to be like, okay, this is something nice.
When I get something nice come to my way, I'll be looking at my bank account like, all right, what the fuck she want?
How much I got to deposit for this? What we doing?
Wow. Far as the powder though.
Oh shit.
I ain't got none.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got none at all. You know what? The last 2 weeks of my life has been beautiful. I'm living life. I love it.
Living life like it's golden. Living life like it's golden.
Yeah, I'm back in my writer's bag because I'm just inspired by the art that I've been surrounding myself with, and I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah,
all right.
That's good. All right.
What you got? What you got to my 40? Yo, Debo, I'm broke. Yo, what you got to my 40?
What you got to my phone?
Actually got flowers tonight. I ran into a buddy of mine that I've known for about maybe 12, 13 years now. I hadn't seen him in a while. Me and him actually went to culinary school together. And I was out and about today and saw his name on a restaurant.
Whoa.
And was like, oh, cool. Whoa. So, I went in and, talked to him for a minute. And it's like we never really lost the friendship. We still follow each other on Facebook. And he was like, man, I didn't know you were up here. Found out we live like right around the corner from each other. So now we're planning on hanging out and stuff. But I want to give him flowers because I kind of know what he went through to get to where he was at. So, yeah, nice job. Like, very, very nice job on that. I like when I see, my friends succeed at something. So,
And we like to welcome to the screen my boy,
Oh, shit.
Amin.
Yo,
what's
yo,
up,
yo,
man?
what's up, fellas?
How you doing tonight?
What's up, brother?
Man,
Whoa.
Fucking Betty,
I got big fingers.
I'm quite well, man. How y'all feeling?
What's up? That's
Feeling great.
I got big fingers. All right. So, it's been over a month since you've been on the GMC. So
Yeah.
we're going to go to you. What have you done for the last month that you want to tell us about? And you also know we have the segment Flowers and Powder. Is there anybody you want to give flowers to or powder to? You can go now.
All right. First, thanks for having me as always, man. Good to see y'all, fellas. For sure. In the past month, man, so much. We wrapped the series, Give Me the Loot. That joint was mad crazy, man. Rich Hunt was actually the lead cameraman on that joint. We just actually had a rap party / Stream DMV 1 year anniversary. That joint was 2 days ago at a private location. That joint was super lit. The hood, a lot of people came out for that joint. That was a ball. Man, I work for a news channel, so I've been on Capitol Hill a little bit the last couple of weeks. That's been interesting, man. Meeting with senators and things like that. Man, just everywhere. The Actors Academy, that's a big thing. That's coming up this month. We have 4 different directors. Kelsey Delamar is in the building on Sunday. She's going to be teaching a class on character development. So like that's the latest thing that I really have going on is the Actors Academy. So we just rocking and rolling, man. Just being a part of this DMV film culture. It's just a blast.
And the last thing is flowers or powder. What do you want to give? Flowers or powder? Both, and to whom?
Oh man. I'm gonna give flowers. I like giving flowers, man. I'm not a big powder dude, man. That ain't, what I mean. I like to give flowers, man. We ain't here but so long. So let me gotta give my flowers to the cast. To the cast to Give Me the Loot. Like y'all came through, y'all did y'all thing. Our lead, Shanetta. Oh my gosh, she killed it. Tia, Jordan, Sabia, Latrice, and then Yarel. Those are our leads. Everybody killed it, man. They brought their all. So just flowers to my cast, man. I appreciate y'all for believing in me, and I have a team of people that believe in me. It's dope.
We gonna get the controls on it.
I gotta always wait for it to go through. I'm like,
all right. All right. So now we have finished with the pleasantries. Let's go to our topic of the day. And that is the creative show. This is a show based for creatives, about creatives. Everybody on the panel and everybody that's sitting in the GMC is a creative. By the way, just got FYI, our 4th member of the GMC is on his way in. And once he gets here, we're going to boo him.
Nah, fuck that. I say we give him like nothing but shots. Fill this nigga up with liquor. I want him to wake up with a hangover.
Yeah. See, and you know what he's going to say? Fuck that! I'm not drinking it. Shut the fuck up. You know he's the only person that can cuss at me and not get powder. I'll just leave him alone.
I got the cheap vodka over here, yo. Like, what's up?
I got expensive vodka over here, and he might take a shot. Wait a minute. He late. He got to take a shot, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's only right.
So grab that bottle of Blair. No, the other one, the apple.
No. He gets the cheap shit.
And give me yeah, give me this.
The cheap shit.
Oh, that. Give me that bottle of vodka right in the middle. Right there. Yeah.
Oh, we supposed to have a drink, Rich?
Yeah, go ahead.
Get your
drink.
drink.
Where your drink at?
Yo, I ain't got one. I'm gonna go make one.
Why don't you have a drink? You were here live. You know we drink.
I know. My bad. I'm fucking up. I forgot.
You supposed to have your vodka and Coke.
Right, no doubt. No disrespect. I'm gonna go make me one for sure.
Vodka and Coke.
Part of being a creative is also being able to handle your nom de plumes with efficiency. So if you drink, if you smoke, you just want to make sure that you do that and handle it amicably. We want to make sure the show stays responsible.
Bro, can you start speaking English, man?
But we just want to make sure that if you're drinking, don't be stinking. If you're smoking, don't be choking. Have a good time. Whoa, big shout out to the Harris Tribe Media Group. That's my boy. He said, she said, and his wife. We love them. They have such an amazing platform. If you have not experienced Black Love, you need to go check them out. They are Black Love personified. They are amazing at the broadcast streams that they put up. They don't put up bullshit. They put up real, honest truth for Black families, trying to make sure that the love stays true in our community. And they are community supporters, everything. They are amazing. We love them. Bruh. Yeah. You know, if you Saturday, their Thursdays is their He Said, She Said show. Usually Saturday is He Said on his show. And then Sunday is the Shame Game show, which is hers, I believe.
She said, yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. She Said. So, I mean, they are putting out, and they're in our city. They are doing this here. So give them love, positivity, for real. And I don't big up everybody on these podcast streets. I didn't say fuck you, good night to motherfucking podcast because they didn't know how to handle that shit. And you know me, Grizz. Yeah. I will tell them fuck you, good night to their face, and then lick all the goddamn cookies before I go out the door. So nobody can eat anything else. I'll lick all the damn chips on the chip table.
It's called true petty. It's called true pettiness, bro.
They call me Petty LaBelle.
Oh,
they call me Richard Petty. They call me
Petty Pendergrass.
Petty Pendergrass. Take that stick out your ass. But damn, I still ended up giving out powder. It don't matter. I try, and I still come with the powder. I try to be a positive role model for these streets, and I still end up giving out powder. God
you never role model the streets. You just deal with the streets how it comes. You don't give the streets no good positive shit. You just give them the powder how it belongs.
Oh my goodness!
Right. You never told me not to sell weed. You just said don't get caught.
So I got a powder.
You got a powder?
I got a powder.
You got a powder?
For whatever that was, whoever made that, they don't ever need to make that shit again.
The one that you're drinking, he don't like it.
No, that was a different one.
That was a different one?
No. I got Mountain Girl Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen.
You got a Hefeweizen.
I like Heffa better.
Okay.
Yeah,
this shit cool. I like this shit.
But yeah, the stuff that I just had,
it was dirty knees and elbows.
Look,
Jesus
if you ever
it's like moose knuckles, bro.
Dirty virgin underwear.
It was worse than that.
Whoa.
Damn.
Dirty hooker underwear?
It was worse than that.
Yo, I got shit in this brown bag.
What's worse than dirty hooker underwear?
Whatever was in that can. I'm telling
dirty
you.
A dirty old hooker's underwear.
Man.
It was bad. Like it was bad.
Man, I got some shit in this brown bag. I guarantee if you constipate it, it's gonna make you go.
Man.
Whatever was in that can to make you get rid of whatever it is that you got in your system. Like it was bad. Like
bro, you sound like you drinking turpentine.
I've never. I'm a combat veteran. I've been around the globe like 4 times. I've never in my life tasted anything
Check
that bad.
Check 1 2.
Oh goddamn!
Well, look
Like,
who
like-
just showed up to the party.
Like you don't even
Rob
understand
T.
how bad
Listen.
that was.
Listen. If we talking about CP time, this nigga made it. we talking about CP time. Hey, wait,
we gotta cut up your mic.
wait a
I'm gonna have to
fucking
cut up your mic because I had it set for your condenser mic, so I gotta cut it up. But you gotta take this shot. It's vodka. You don't drink nothing but vodka. I don't want to hear no motherfucking no.
Yeah,
You're late.
you
Grab it.
late.
And it's not cheap. It's good vodka.
Be glad you didn't get a shot of what I just got.
Yeah.
That was just horrible.
He got dirty underwear and
No, it was worse than that. I'm telling you, it was worse than that.
They saved you. They saved you, Scott.
Scott, oh my gosh.
It was like fermented armpit sweat.
Fuck that. They saved you, Scott. Cause I was gonna give you this $3.49.
Yeah, he was getting ready to give you a $3.49 shot. I got
I'm damn sure was gonna do that shit.
You know what? I apologize, studio audience. I just literally woke up 10 minutes ago. So fuck you. Fuck you.
I didn't even say anything.
All right.
Yo,
Grown man style. For real.
yo, Skizzy came.
Say what?
You cut it off.
The switch is up.
Listen, we gonna get it together one of these days.
I know how mic works.
Check 1, 2. Can y'all hear me?
I do
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
Niggas don't know how the mic
Don't
works.
fuck with me. You're late.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear that.
I am late. Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, you
I
late.
absolutely know. I am going to pay for this, but I do know how a fucking mic
I'm
works.
gonna pay for whatever I just tasted in that can. I'm telling you, it was that
That shit's
bad.
so bad, yo. Like,
Man, look.
the shit
Hey,
I got-
hey, Van. Hey, Van, put it in the camera so we know what it is. We don't want to drink that shit either.
Yeah, we got
Yeah, it was the flavor on. I'm gonna just tell you the flavor on it, and then you're gonna be like, no. The flavor was tropical chili. Like, just the
Well, no.
name tells you how
Time
bad
out.
it was.
Time out. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk
I'm
about
gonna
it.
get the can.
We gonna talk about Van. Why the fuck would you put some shit up that says tropical chili?
Check 1, 2. Okay, that's better. Don't hold it too close.
Why I think this nigga was gonna say Tropic Thunder?
I wonder why the fuck he's drinking shit called tropical chili.
Because he's from the army, yo.
No, it was in the fridge.
Y'all crazy.
From the
army. Nah, nigga, it's from the fridge.
Jay said it was
Hilarious.
a microbrew. I said, okay, it
Whoa.
looked like a microbrew. It come in a green and white can. It looked legit. All right. Popped the top on it. Started looking at it. It was like, okay, vegan, gluten free. All right, might not be too bad.
Well, wait, you know what?
What this means is they took some Fosters and they put it in this can and they said, let's get Van.
No, this is worse than that.
Yeah, what it is? Hey, Van. When
Yeah.
you started off vegan and gluten free, you started off fucked up.
Hey,
So that's
hey,
what-
hey, Chris, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So,
Well,
so then I look at the can again. It says organically made. Okay.
you fucked up again. There it is.
Yeah, nah. Ain't nothing organic about beer, yo.
yeah.
The only thing that was coming out of that can.
Hold on.
Look.
I want y'all to see this reaction live when he reads the flavor of this. Watch his reaction. I want y'all to zoom in on his face and watch this. Watch this. Y'all are gonna get how bad this was.
Oh, shit.
It's the Rutger Hauer.
Tropical chili hard kombucha. Whoa. Kombucha.
It's kombucha.
That's why. That's why. Hey, bro.
It tastes
Hey,
like
bro.
fermented armpit and foot sweat. Like it's just bad.
Hey, what it is you drink a can of mushroom ass. That's what it is.
Oh, my
Okay.
You drink mushrooms ass. You can't drink that. That's what kombucha is.
Yo,
It's
we have
basically-
been on this drink way too long. We need to proceed with the show.
You had one choice because I took the other. I'm glad I ain't get that dumb ass shit. My shit good.
My shit bad.
Right,
This is
My
not
shit
good. If anybody
My
sees
shit
anything
better
in
than
a
your
green and
other
white
shit,
can that's not Mountain Dew, don't go near it.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Yo,
All right. Come
we
on.
want to give a shout out to Lady Shaw. She watching.
What's
Hey,
up,
what's
lady?
up?
Shy?
What's happening?
That's,
My man John is in the building.
What's up, Joe?
Anthony Hunt, what's happening?
What up, Big
Hey,
A? He's in the house. What's up?
What's the deal?
Yeah.
So,
we packing them in here tonight.
all right, yeah, we popping, we rocking and rolling tonight. So, the whole idea about this show is creatives, and what we wanted to do is we wanted to talk about what we do as far as defining what is inspiration to us.
Right.
What feeds the beast? What makes you want to do what you do, and what gives you that energy, that focused energy on something that you really see as your next project? Because for me, yeah, see, this is where, see, everybody pumped about that. Y'all settled in now. We gonna have fun. We always have fun, but we are settling into the topic now, and that's where we get busy. Because on the screen, I see two amazing producers, an amazing writer. I see in the peanut gallery online, amazing models, amazing content creators. I mean, just people who are all into it and doing the things that we do on all levels. So I guess people look at us and most of us have reached the sort of level of somewhat successfulness in what we do. I don't think we have anybody who thinks they're struggling at what they're doing. I think we all have a firm footprint. Oh, Alvin, you should not even do that. I've seen your projects. I know your work. I know even what you're working on now. So, I mean, we're learning. So don't get me wrong. It's not about learning and growing in the process, because we all are going to do that. And if you want to be better, you're always going to learn and grow in the process. But I feel that we have a modicum of success. I don't want to put myself on a pedestal, or I want to big up the people on the panel, because you wouldn't be here if we didn't think that you fit the bill to make this show interesting in order to get a good topic and good discussion. So don't think it was light, let's just grab this Negro. He got a movie on base. He got a fucking movie on my planet.
Fuck is my planet. I'm not watching movies on my planet.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
That Piff is legendary. Don't do that.
That Piff. I wasn't gonna say that Piff.
Legendary.
That Piff is gone.
I know. I'm sad about it.
But seriously, so I just want to go around the room. I want to start with my boy Grizz, because Grizz is our esteemed writer. He's about to release, I believe, his first book. Second book, right?
Right. Yeah.
This is I know the first book, but the second book, and
right.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. Because I knew it. Why did you do it? I was going to say it. Oh, because I remember I was looking at the commercial. But
right.
How? I mean, I know this is from a real life experience with your writing on, but
right.
But the inspiration to make it and pen it and put it in the paper and make it a book. What drove you to do that?
Well, I actually, once we moved out of that house, once me and my ex-wife moved out of that house, I kind of put it behind me, kind of put the experience behind me. But years after we moved out, and after me and her had broken up and all of this stuff, it kept resonating with me, the situations and everything that happened in the house, and the way that everything happened. It's basically straight out of a horror movie. And I sat down and I just tried to journal it. You know what I mean? To just kind of at least get it out of here, get it on paper, so I can deal with the trauma of everything that happened. And then, of course, being a creative, when you start writing, once you get into that writing mode, everything pours out. And when it pours out, as being a creative, it's going to pour out like a movie. It's going to pour out like a story. And as I'm writing it, I'm realizing, okay, this is a book, and it's a true story, because the other books I've written were fictional. this is a true story, but it's still reading. It reads like a fictional book, but my whole process and the reason for it is because I was trying to journal it and get it out of my system onto paper, and it just took off and developed a life of its own from there.
Right. Okay.
And that's what this is about. We want to delve into the process because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize that for me the process is a lot more organic, and
Yeah.
it's like even when I work with a musician or I'm working on a script, or just like right now, and I am just getting ready to put my feet into a project by a new producer, Sydney Leon, and we're about to do his first foray into the film world together.
Right.
And I couldn't even begin to work with him until he worked with someone who had experience with script writing, because convolution is something that I can't deal with. If it's not very plain, very easy to read, very easy to understand, that translates to an audience being able to grab it. So for me, I had to send him to one of those. I'm sorry, and this is going to sound like a little simp, but I had to send him to my wife and let him sit down with my wife and work through his script and get it.
It don't sound like no sense.
Yeah, I mean, to a certain, because I talk a lot about Sheila and what we do together, but what I'm saying is, for me, it's like I go to someone who has done it to the point where I see their growth.
Sheila's a phenomenal scriptwriter, though.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is that they sat together without me in the room, and when I saw what they came up with, I was like, okay, I can take your money now. Because all money ain't good money, bro. I don't just take any project. I mean, I would have a bunch of bad fucking videos, a bunch of bad fucking shorts, and a couple bad movies under my belt if it was about the money. Because I'm good at what I do, so people come at me. But I also want to be a part of the project to the point where I'm committed to the actual end game. It doesn't matter whether it's music, movies, or video for me. My wife said she wanted a different look, and I must admit, it took him a minute. It took him a minute. He had to get used to me, but once he got used to the fact that this was his bicycle, and I was just one of the guys pumping up the air on it, he did an amazing job.
I don't like the way that was phrased.
bro. I love you, but yeah, nah.
Yeah, that shit was wild as fuck.
Yeah, son.
No, that's not what happened. But I understand what you're trying to get to.
I can be a dick at times, and he knows that I was.
Not getting any
That
better.
didn't help.
Nah.
Y'all stupid. See, they in the wrong frame of mind for this show.
We grown men, yo. What?
They're in the wrong frame of mind for the show. I'm being serious here. For once, you've got me on a position where I'm being serious, and then the peanut gallery wants to show up.
Well, I just woke up, so damn it, hey, look.
Shit, Alvin, I'm sorry. No, Sam, you've already experienced this, man, so you know it doesn't usually work like this. But tonight,
Right.
we're in a different mindset. So,
Sure.
yeah,
Strap in, y'all.
Here we go.
strap in, strap up. What?
Strap in.
All right.
Okay.
Yo,
So-
calm down. Relax.
Anyway, I'm gonna move to Austin, bruh. I'm gonna wait for them to gather themselves a little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Man.
I'm good. Jesus.
He already got the wheel, yo. Come on. Come on.
Okay. In your creative process, awesome. Nobody knows that secret sauce, so we're not talking about the secret sauce. Everything that you do to get to the end game, but what I'm talking about is that creative spark that comes at the beginning of a project, whether it's once your pen hits the pad and it just starts going mad crazy, and the script is just starting to be something that you see the light at the end of the tunnel at, knowing that you can do something with it. what is that process like for you, and how do you get to the point where that script becomes something that you want to bring to life?
So for me, with anything, it's inspired action. So it's like one of the 12 laws of the universe, where it's like nothing's going to happen until you're inspired to like fully do so. And that's from getting up to washing your ass to brushing your teeth to taking care of your kids. It's not going to happen unless you say, okay, hey, this has to happen. I'm going to do it. So I apply that to like my creative path, because I don't do anything if my heart's not in it. Like the Actors Academy, I do it every 6 months, but it normally varies between like 6 to 8 months, because in that 6 months, I may be like, man, I'm uninspired. Something may be going on where it's like, bro, it's not going to be right. So I always do things, I think, in like God's timing. So that's a major thing for me, is making sure that like my may sound weird, but like my spiritual self is aligned in what God put me on this planet to do. Once I'm like fully accepting of that, like, yo, all right, this is something you got to do. What's happening? Oh, I mean, no homo, balls to the walls. Like I'm ready to go. I'm contacting my team. That's the first thing. Who am I going to do this project with? So I contact whoever I believe can help move this project forward. I try to think of a way that they can benefit from participating in this project, whether it be monetary, whether it be connections, whether it be whatever the fuck it is, a new skill for them. I always try to figure out, all right, how can I make this where this is something good for them too? Because I don't want to bring people onto my project and it's just for me. That's never a thing. And then after I contact my crew, I normally just start building from there, man. As long as I'm inspired and I got the right people behind me, I feel like my projects are going to be blessed. And the DMV has mad talent. I reach outside of here when I have to, but for the most part, I grab a lot of my folk from right here. And it's just inspired action. That's what I kind of live by in my whole like creative path. Yep.
So I mean, that's amazing, man. That was, and this is the key. This is what can help inspire other people into their creative juices, and that's what I'm looking for out of this show, so that people know that, I think there's the big crab in the barrel mentality with 90% of what goes on in Baltimore.
Shout out Harris Tribe.
But the problem is they don't know the other part, where in the creative aspects, we all try to draw off of each other and try to support and help each other. I want to also say hello to my boy Barry Freeman. He's in the house, and he is another amazing, talented photographer that has worked here in Mass Creation Studios and all across the globe. I mean,
hey, Pete.
His work all over the place, and I'd love, you don't know, it's certain people that you see what they do and you just like so happy to be a part of that community. And if you can go to Barry Freeman's page on IG or Facebook and see what he does on a consistent basis, and if I can
wait.
Yeah.
Let me record this, because I need to put this on my testimonial page.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Wait a minute. Start over.
But also, what I'm saying is that y'all guys on this panel, and believe me, the Grown Man Clique is not a void of grown women that actually do the things we do, and we support them. But the guys on this podcast, I've seen your work, I know your work, and I know your worth. So that's why we went to you guys.
Not this nigga button his shirt up though. Like,
I got a button up his shirt.
So, I do big up people. I give them their flowers. I let them know, because first of all, you have to be at a certain level to even walk through Mass Creation's doors. I don't let just anybody shoot in my studio.
Right.
So once you've gotten through the doors and you produce the work that you do, I feel like it's my work, because my name's going to be attached to it because of my studio.
Absolutely.
So, I'm always, a little bit protective of my house. And
Gotta be.
Barry came through the door waving the 4-4 saying, I'm going to shoot this girl to the floor. He was killing it. And I was just like, I'm out there doing BTS for a client. I'm like, yo, I'm going to do BTS for him because his work was there. And I enjoyed the experience. So, Barry, I mean, we talked a little bit about like inspiration and keeping drive and motivation up about a month ago.
Yes.
So, I mean, I see you back out there and the camera's back in hand. So, what is motivating you at this point? We all know that we are professionals, so we do make a certain amount of monetary benefit from what we do. But what is motivating you right now to keep doing what you do at the level that you do?
If I didn't know I was going to be on the spot, I'd have wrote something down. Let's see. What motivates me to keep doing what I do? I try not to deal with folks that will damage my calm. I mean, folks will try to destroy your peace and just mess with your head, and the next thing you know, you're in a negative mind space. So I just try to surround myself with positive people. I mean, folks that can laugh, folks that can joke, and it ain't always about the money. People need to be able to execute on what they say they can do, but just even if models or clients, if they negative, I can't stay around them but for so long. Because that's the kind of stuff that will make you say something that's not right, or people will just take it the wrong way, or they too sensitive, or you got to be walking on eggshells around them and not being who you are, and that damages my creative capability. So that's one of the things that I firmly try to stick with all the time. And the brother that just talked when he was talking about putting together his team, in my 60 something years on this planet, that's one of the best things that you can ever do is have a real team of real people.
You ain't gonna speed past that
over that bitch.
You are not gonna speed past that, son.
Wait a minute, you're older than me.
Barry said he was like 86. Like, let that nigga live.
Y'all talking about my age or something? I mean,
no,
I'm a little gray.
Yes, that's what we're saying. We don't think that you are that. I never thought that you were older than me because I'm 56, and I didn't know that you were older than me.
Well, thank you. I got good genes.
Yeah, that's a compliment. That's a compliment. He was not fixing his toupee. The boo is for you. He doesn't wear a toupee. I've seen this man in person, you ass.
Oh my god! Anyway. You knew Rich was going to say something like that, though.
He always does. Anyway,
Preston's in the building.
So I saved you for last only because I want to tell people the story. So Alvin and I met each other through the studio on the other side of the building, and he was producing music. And then the next thing I know, Alvin was producing videos. Then the next thing I know, Alvin is in Las Vegas. Then the next thing I know, Alvin is making a movie. Then I found out it's a horror movie. Then I said, oh my gosh. And this is the bullshit of it all right here. The fact that the movies that the guy from, what is his name? Oh my gosh. You know who made the
Spike Lee.
Huh?
Spike Lee.
Not Spikey.
Harrison Ford.
Who did the horror pictures? Jordan Peele came out just before the work that he was doing. And I was like, that's bullshit because Alvin was doing this shit. Yeah. Then come full circle. A week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I call up a buddy of mine who wants to meet Kim Swallows. and I'm like, yo, what's been going on? He's like, yo, I'm working on this project. I'm like, what? And I'm like, so what are you doing? It's new music. He's like, no, I'm in a movie. And I'm like, you in a movie with who? What are you doing? He was like, I'm in a movie, my boy Alvin. I was like, what? Alvin Gray? He's like, you know Alvin? I like, yeah,
I got so many fucking questions right now.
It's so all over the place how this happens. That we are that Baltimore image that we have is 100% accurate, because then I didn't know that the scene that you wanted to put Kim in the movie for was last week. Kim wasn't even in she was in Miami.
Right.
So as soon as she got back and I got in contact with her management, I put her in contact with Trees, and Trees got the number so you could call her. And I'm like, and then Tree said maybe he could write it in somewhere else. I'm like, excellent, because I think it'll be a good look.
Yeah.
We are all around each other.
Yeah.
I mean, you've used actors and people that I've known forever and been in the same room talking about this, but we have never worked together.
I know. It's crazy.
So what I want to know is that, because you have been on a drive, man, you have been working really diligently at developing what your artistry is supposed to look like. And I just wanted to say, what is the driving force and what is that focus that's got you going in and doing what you do? And how do you get to the end result that you've been doing? Because you're working, and you can just give us a little, rundown of what you've been doing, because I think people need to know.
The rundown is really, I have a couple of projects going on. I have the movie Sweet Dreams right now that's on Tubi and Amazon. I have the movie Senior Cut Days, which is on Tubi and Amazon. I have a web series called Risky Business that's out. It was on YouTube. I just took it down. It should be on Tubi in a couple of weeks. So in the last 2 years, I've been working on 3 feature films. I also was a cinematographer for a movie directed by Nichelle Newell. Nichelle, I don't know how she pronounced her last name on the record, but I did her cinematography also. So I've done 3 movies and 7 episodes of a web series, 30-minute web series in the last 2 years. And the drive of it all really is just, there is nothing. I just do it because I just like doing it. There's no like deep meaning to it or nothing like that. I refuse to be last on the list of something I'm good at. It's like, if I'm good at it, why not be number one? So I strive to just constantly keep going to stay, if not on top, right next to people on the top, like my man right here, Awesome. I know him from Stream DMV. They're working. So when I see them work, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go work harder. It's like sports. So that's really the reason why I push, is because I don't want to be behind anyone. So I'm just racing with everybody else, in the game. But that's pretty much it. That and the models that come with it, but that's pretty much all.
Wait a minute, what?
Right.
We're gonna leave the solo layout on you. What was that?
There's no real answer for that. Like I don't know. Like I always do these interviews and they ask me and I don't. The true answer is, why do I do it? It's because it's the only thing I know how to do. I've been doing it since I was in middle school, actually, and then I stopped and got into some stupid Baltimore stuff, and then I got married and I got pulled back into this because my wife said, "Hey, you gonna leave that alone and do something else?" And I said, "Okay, I'll go back to what I know." But I did a couple of bullshit jobs here and there, but predominantly media is all that I know. So right. I'm decent at it. I won't say I'm the best or I'm great at it, but I'm pretty decent at what I do. And in order to keep my wife quiet and everyone else happy, I just keep producing stuff, and because I see others around me, they keep pushing, so I'm like, oh shit, there's no time to rest. I gotta keep pushing, and that's just what it is. That's my honest answer.
Right.
That's what's up, man. For real. But it's so funny because like everybody in this room right now, we have known each other. And sometimes we've been in rooms and known each other and didn't even know we knew each other. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because we've been talking about projects. Like, I even know what projects you're talking about that's not on Tubi.
Right.
On the Tubi. I know all of this because some of the actors and people involved in it, we know commonly.
Yes. It's a very tight network here.
Yeah.
It's no escaping. You got to be really careful with that also, because it's so close-knit that you can't burn any bridges. You got to just be happy and open-minded and be very careful what you say, because everyone is tied into everyone somehow in the DMV area. So we definitely know people that all let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 8 of us in here, we know the same people working on different projects, but we're all intertwined somehow. So it's crazy how that whole thing works, but here we are.
Now I've got to ask y'all a question because it's like it's not a secret that a lot of people that have worked with me, especially in the cinema and theater world, know me as an asshole.
That's the industry, though. That's just the industry in general.
But guess what? I don't care if they know me as an asshole because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
The asshole in me is what got them to the level where other people would look at them.
I agree.
And see what they were doing, because if they see the growth from project A to project C to where I became the asshole and you went to do project D with someone else, there was a growth.
I agree.
Right.
Now, can we talk for real about Baltimore and the energy in Baltimore? You guys developed talent and shown them the right way to promote themselves and get them out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
You because they feel like you were too strict, you were too stern, you had too many things that you needed to do a certain way, and they didn't like that. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to create amazing art. I'm here to make sure that the thoughts and the patterns and everything that the director or the writer has put me in charge of comes across on the screen. So can I say it? Fuck your feelings.
I say it to my actors all the time. They don't like me though, but yeah.
And give me the product that I need.
Yeah.
I saw Barry out here working with, I think it was 6 or 7 different models at one time.
Yeah, that's what I do.
No, he's right there on the screen. You didn't see him? You're blind. Anyway, stop doing that coke.
Wow.
Anyway,
my bad.
But and the command that he had, I'm gonna tell you what Barry did. We were on a live. Barry came over to me. I said, Barry, we're live. He's like, hey, you guys, you want to shoot with me? Get your bodies right. Get in the game. You've got to be right. You can't come to me and not be right. And he turned back around and started taking pictures. I was like, that was harsh. And then I thought, that's not harsh. That's reality. Because if you're going to model a swimsuit for Barry, if you're going to be in what was it, a lily field in Holland? Am I correct, Barry?
Tulip.
Field in Holland. If you're going to be on a beach in Miami, you cannot look like a sloth. He ain't taking your picture.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you're there for.
That's what you're there for.
So we gotta people are protecting people's feelings, and I don't have that button.
Right.
I don't have the energy to protect your feelings. I'm protecting the project. I'm trying to get to the point where what we need to put out there is on a level where people who matter, and I'm not talking about Hollywood. I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about people who watch projects. People.
But it got to matter to the person that's doing the project more than anybody. And I can't sit up here and try to do something and compromise my integrity, for what you do.
Look at the comment my wife just put up.
Time to fuck up.
Hey, she
she cleaned up my phrase because my phrase is
there's nothing wrong with dimples and bullet holes.
No, that's her phrase.
I hear you, Rick.
But how you gonna be somebody's dream and you got dimples and bullet holes?
That's my dream.
You gotta
present. That's my dream.
You gotta present. Okay.
Hey, bro, ain't nothing wrong with a bullet hole. Ain't no problem with a bullet hole.
Right now, I know where you are.
Hey, JB. That's my ideal woman, a woman with bullet holes and bad life decisions. That's the best kind of hoe. That's the absolute best kind of hoe.
Sometimes you don't know where to stick it. Anyway,
I mean, a girl with straight backs and C-section scars, right? You nasty guys. I don't know. I'm sorry. That is not where I want to be in life.
Like, baby, did you just come out of jail?
Well, see, the thing about us is we know people with great airbrush skills too. So bring them on.
We got you.
Nah, because then they send the pictures to me, and I see it on the pictures, and I see them in real life, and I'm like, what the hell is this? What is that? You know, so that doesn't work.
That's great airbrush skills.
Yeah, right. We can't airbrush film.
No.
No, you can airbrush.
Oh, you can. You can.
Not yet.
You
Or
can now. No, you can.
Yeah, you can. I'm saying you can.
Airbrush
It's a little expensive, but yeah.
yeah.
You're not on our level.
Right.
We can't airbrush film.
Right.
But back to what you said, Jerry. I mean, I work with a lot of paid models. Most of the people that I work with are paid models, and when I work with the ones that aren't paid, I treat them the same way. And so if a client is paying me to pay you, then you need to. If you don't know what you're doing, that's fine. I'll tell you what to do. But I only got a certain amount of time with you. Let's get the shot. Let's get it done. I'm not here to chat. I'm not here to help you with your Instagram and put the phone down. Let's get the work done, and then we can pal around. But first and foremost, we got to get the work done.
Right. When I saw you working, I didn't see a lot of that. They may have talked to a friend or somebody they knew in the room and said, hey, can you get a little bit of behind the scenes while Barry's shooting me? But they didn't ask you or anybody that you were working with to hold their camera to shoot them.
Well,
they knew that shit wasn't happening.
Well, I knew that they were newbie models. As you know, I mean, they're newbie models. So I prepped them before. I told them days before what to expect, what will happen on set, how I like to work. We'll have fun. We'll do everything we need to do. But this is not about your photo shoot. This is not your photo shoot. So you are there as the model. So just take direction. Let's get the shots, and then we can play. So I told them all of that up front. Don't live stream none of my sessions. Don't live stream nobody in the background. People are not here to entertain you. You are here to work. So, but after that, we were having a wonderful time. But I also knew I was paying you by the hour. So we got to get up out of here.
Right. You know.
Yeah. Verbal threat. Black. This is verse. We got Raw. Jay on the beat. We got Smoke. This goes to all y'all hating ass niggas who ain't fucking with us. Check it. Yo.
Wow.
Did anybody else see that, or was that just me?
Thank you so much. That
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
quick break because we want to reset the room for a minute. Yeah, that was my boy Bunky Jr. He came in and did a little something, you know. So
in the middle of the play.
Shout out to him. I know there was a lot of pretty girls in the background, but yeah. Anyway, that don't matter. So this is amazing topic, and we seem to be hitting the stream right where we need to. It's like we at the toilet bowl pissing right down the middle. So I love that. We not missing and hitting the rim. We getting right to the subject. Yeah.
Yeah. That was very explicit.
Everybody's like, what?
It wasn't explicit.
Like, what the? Really specific.
That's grown man shit. When you walk in the bathroom and hit right down the middle, don't hit the side of the rim, nothing. That's grown man shit. Shut up. Anyway.
All right.
We gotta add some levity to it. Wait a minute. We gotta add a little bit. They still too serious for me. So we're gonna do one more. Check this out from last week. Throwback.
Has your dad talked to you about sex yet? He has? Did you give him the real speech, Dad? You did give him the real speech? All right. The first time you go down on a girl, it's got a little bit of a kick. Nobody warned you. That's the real speech right there. You have no idea what I'm talking about right now, but I guarantee you. Remember the first time you had Caesar salad? Same response on your tongue. That tastes nothing like the magazine. But after you have Caesar salad a couple times, like, I love Caesar salad. I'm gonna have it every day. I don't give a shit. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. All Caesar salad don't have anchovies. I just want to let y'all know that.
That's true.
We know
God
that.
damn. Fucking white people.
So
But oddly enough, though, now we're eating the salad.
I did that.
Stop it.
See, you just saved me because I just heard what I was gonna say in my mind after you stopped me, bruh. Thank you so much because you saved me. I was getting ready to say something, and he saved me. So what I wanted to say, and now I'm gonna say it the correct way.
He saved me.
Yeah, you did. Okay. When you're working, I'm getting it together. I gotta reiterate it because it was gonna be a little bit rough the other way.
What is grown man shit? Just say.
No.
Just say it, bro.
No. All right. So, when you know that the project that you're working on is working and everybody is committed to that end game, how do you keep that energy going through the rest of the project? Because there are times, I know there are times when you're gonna have lulls, gaps. You're gonna have long times where actors just can't get that line right, or a model just can't. Excuse me, the model just can't get the pose you're trying to get them into. Maybe it's because the wind. Maybe it's because of something in their head where they think left is right. Anything. Or you're in Grizzlies, you're writing a passage and it's going great.
Right.
And you want to keep that energy going, but you got to go to work, you got to put in that 8 hours, and you want to keep that energy in your brain and motivated.
Right.
What do you guys do to transfer that energy to keep it going after you got to go to the next step? How do you keep it going?
I'll say this, right? I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna go first, right?
Okay.
I gave the flowers to Austin wasn't on at the time, but I gave the flowers to the Giving the Loot ladies for giving us
for sure.
But I will say, because I follow all of them on Facebook, Instagram, and everything. When they started going out by themselves,
yeah,
and they was hashtagging and shit,
yeah,
that's how I knew the vibe was a little different.
Mm-hmm.
They was talking to each other a little different, and because they was working on a project, they was the gimme what they call themselves the gimme loot ladies.
I think it was Give Me the Loot Girls or something like that.
Yeah. And it was doing that far from production.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
far from production.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because we cultivated a culture on our set, though. You know what I mean? Any set
that's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
No doubt. Nah, it's like when you're around us, you want to be around us more. Like, honestly, like we are about the business, but we do it in a fun way. Like, even though I might be like cuss somebody out on set because they're doing something wrong, I'm cussing them out of love because of the fact that I want the best for this production, the same way that you should want the best for this production. So when I say something to you, I'm not saying it. I'm an asshole too. And that's what I was just thinking too. It's like, I love this conversation. This is a fucking panel full of assholes. No homo. And it's like, I love it because that's how you really get shit done.
You love assholes? What?
I mean, I got my wife. I love my wife, and she loves me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it there. I love her, but
we got to give your wife a big clap.
Nah, no doubt, she gets that all day. But when I say that, I mean it. Like, we cultivate a culture where it's like, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna want to come back. Like, everybody has said, like, this is one of the best sets that they ever worked on. Even though they say that at almost every set because they actors and they gotta say that. Like, I feel it. Like, for them to want to go hang out with their castmates outside of anybody else, like, they've invited me out to come to some of the stuff. Just like, yeah, we want to just hang out, chill. And I'm a chill dude, so I don't really go out too much, you know what I mean? Especially with a bunch of ladies, because I am married, you know what I mean? So it just is what it is. But it's the fact that they would even invite me because it's just love. Like, they're not even looking at it that way, which I'm not either. But it's more like, I love this culture. I love what we have here. It feels like a family. And Rich is a part of that family now. And so he can tell you how it is on set. Like, we geek, we tweak, but everybody's real. Like I feel like as long as you keep it real and don't try to be somebody that you're not. Like I heard something that you said, and it was like I'm an asshole. Like be that, because people will respect you more for being who you actually are than trying to be something different. I don't give a fuck who you are. Show me that, so I know whether or not I want to fuck with you or not. And then that's my decision, and then we cool or we not. But at least I can respect the fact that you showed me who you were. And that's how all the sets are with us. Is man, we want to let you have a good time. We want to enjoy yourself, and that's what I think is most important. Is cultivating that culture. And from everybody, I think that I know on this call, from people that I know from different sets, like Alvin, I hear the same thing about you all the time. It's like, yo, Alvin's mad cool. We never met face to face, but I've heard it from everybody that works with you. Like, yo, no, Alvin, that's my dog. That's my dude. You know what I mean? And Rich, we worked on something else together before too. But I always heard great things about you.
Tell them where you found me at, man. I want you to say
in the gutter.
Tell them where you found me at.
Oh man, this story is a little crazy.
2020 on his chest.
Tell them exactly where you found me at.
This was probably in the height of COVID. Is when I found this nigga. We was in the height of COVID. It was only two things open. That was grocery stores and liquor stores, and that was.
Oh, y'all met at the liquor store.
You already know.
And he was buying the cheapest thing on the bottom shelf. Just fucking his gut up.
You already know. I was going to let y'all decide on which one y'all think we met at. But we were at the liquor store. He had some liquor called like Savekalaka Zuka. It was the cheapest liquor they had in that bitch. Right. He had a whole fifth of that bitch. That shit was $5.69.
Dang.
In a world where two
so
men
I was like,
bar,
bro,
one man is buying Svedka alcohol. Awesome, I mean, and Mr. Dees.
What?
Stop buying that bottom drink, bitch.
It works. It works.
It also strips paint.
It does.
When you feel lightheaded, stop drinking that shit. Damn.
Right.
Rich lives a good life. But nah, man, that's why I met my man, and I was like, bro, we about to do this project. I'm trying to get on. He was down to do the project, and we've been rocking ever since. And man, I just feel like the DMB. I always say this, man. We got so much talent. We the next ones up. I think it's between us and Detroit right now, though, because Detroit is putting out heat. So it's really like DMV Detroit is trying to jostle for that, for that like fourth place on that totem pole, or fourth or fifth place. You know what I mean? But it's a good battle, and we working. We gonna take that shit.
I agree.
So Alvin, in your creative process, I mean that energy when it's going, and you want to keep it there, and you call rap at the end of the night, but a couple days later you got to go back into it. What's the process to keep them interested, keep them involved, and keep that energy coming in at that level? Because you might be in the middle of scene 2, take 8 when you rap, and you need scene 2, take 9 when you come back. What's that process for you to keep them and get them back to where they are? Because you've seen dailies, you've seen the footage, you've seen they don't. Right.
So I mean, for me, and again, everything is pretty ABC 1, 2, 3 with me. The thing I do is just show them what we have. I'll start a group chat with my actors, and I'll tell a couple jokes here and there, but I'll just show them the timeline. I'm like, hey, listen, this is what we shot. I showed them that, hey, we are superstars. You are superstars. Get them motivated. So, because I act as well. And when I'm acting, a lot of my footage, when I act, sometimes you never see this shit, like, ever. Like, you can have to see if it comes out. But on other times, there's footage out there of me that I've never seen. So when I go home and I log up the footage and everything like that, I'll just put in the group chat and show, like, hey, these are your scenes. You are superstars. Let's keep this going. Let's finish this. This is no bullshit here. Because there are a lot of people in the area. I don't know outside of this area too much, but in this area that will waste your time and that will shoot stuff and you'll never see it. So I just show my actors and actresses, like, hey, this is a real thing. We will finish this, and this is how you're going to look. This is the beginning. Let's get to the end, or this is the end, and so let's shoot the beginning, depending on how we shoot. But it's no secret thing to that. It's just showing your actors what they want to see. They want to see results. Everyone goes to a procedure for results. So to me, this is no more than a procedure. Let's show them some results.
That's way different than I've ever done it because like we barely like like working on a project with Boz Productions, I don't see the dailies. My wife sees the dailies. Because I can't influence what she thinks is a good take.
What's a daily?
Huh? It's showing them what you shot that day. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. So dailies are everything that you shot throughout that day.
Okay,
night.
Gotcha.
I think what Alvin is talking about is communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever makes it sound better, but you get the gist too.
Yeah. Communication definitely matters when it comes to finishing a project, because if you do something and then be like, all right, you just let it sit, people gonna get this.
Yeah. Oh well, that doesn't happen here.
Then they get angry. No, like I'll get angry legit. Even as an actor, sometimes we'll shoot a scene and then a couple months pass by, a few weeks pass by, and they're like, all right, we want to shoot another scene. I'm like, yo, come on, like let's just keep the momentum going by just not taking these long ass breaks. That's the key. When your actors aren't getting paid, you're not getting gas money, the food ain't right, or just if it's keep it a hobby. If you're going to shoot it in a hobby sense, or if you're going to treat it like a job, and get them results, get them a payment at the end. But it has to be some motivation to keep them going. Huh?
The big thing you just mentioned. Make sure you feed them well. Make sure you got some food for them every time.
Every time.
Pizza, wings, whatever. Have some food. Niggas love to eat.
Hey, I read a book though, right? I was so paranoid in this last movie I just shot. It was like you can only feed your actors pizza one time. I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Because I was planning on feeding them pizza every goddamn night.
Nah, that's a lie.
It was like you can't pizza them to death. One time is all you get, and after that, you gotta get creative.
Right. I think everybody know I'm easy when it comes to food.
But guess what?
As long as I got some shit, I'm good.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about Boz Productions and Mass Creation Studios. Yeah. You eat the same thing every time because like they came in, I texted them on their way in. They got chicken with summer pasta salad tonight just being here for the podcast. So if you came into the studio right now, you would have amazing chicken, and in the refrigerator is a nice cold summer pasta salad I whipped up just for tonight.
Damn, that sounds good.
We love to feed people at Mass Creations.
You gotta feed them, keep them happy. Feed the hoes, you gotta keep them happy.
So I mean,
I would say this though.
But I'll tell. Hold on, before you go in, I'm gonna tell you this. Right, hold on, because Barry has it easy because all his models are on weight restrictions and they eating like energy bars and drinking like water with like nuts in it. They don't. Am I lying?
No,
no. We saw them. They didn't want nothing that I had in here. I was like, you want a bag of chips? No, this isn't my cheat day.
Yep, but they bring their own food, they bring their own water, they bring everything.
Yeah, I would say this 100%. I was the pizza nigga.
Me too.
Easy as shit. I would be the pizza nigga. Now that I'm working on other productions, I realize pizza may not be always.
Nah, you gotta game up. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
The go-to.
You don't see here.
Damn.
I was doing an acting gig a couple of days ago, and the guy was like, "Yeah, we're gonna shoot you. We're gonna shoot this, and we're gonna feed you real good." At the end of the shoot, he was like, "All right, what kind of pizza you want?" I look like, "Nah, man, I read the book now. You ain't gonna feed me no pizza after all these damn takes I done did." Like I look at pizza funny now because I know the standards of what I should be.
Right.
So, that's the. Hey, is that Taz?
Yeah, that's Taz. What's up?
You just called me.
Taz.
What's up, guys? What's up?
What's that?
Make sure your ass and elbows is tight. This is a hard ride.
What's going on, fellas?
What the hell are you doing here?
Man, you just sent me the invite. That's
I
why
didn't know you could pop up. I think you can just watch it. I know people gonna show up.
No, we have to send them the link.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm learning this whole thing.
Taz gang, he good.
Yeah, he gang.
No, Taz good. He's the one I always say, Alvin, you gotta make sure you feed these actors, man. And I be going crazy. He drives me crazy on set. He probably came on here to drive me crazy right now.
No, I did. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let you know this much.
Call me when you
We're
leave.
gonna eat good when you work with Alvin. He feeds you Caesar salad with a twang.
Oh shit.
Did he leave?
He left already.
Yeah, he rolled out, man.
That sound like Chad. He came.
So I mean, like a lot of us on the panel, and a lot of us on the panel are wrapping up projects right now. You know, we're at the end of that long, arduous, grueling task that we set forth to show people what we wanted and what we saw through our eyes and wanted to give to the world. When you sat at that last daily, or when you seen the last run of digitals, because it's different now. You used to say film, now it's digitals, and you know that you've captured everything that you wanted to capture. And I mean, even Barry can attest to this, because even as a photographer, because you know, I'm sort of like straddling the lines on both. I do videography and I do photography, and so does Rich, and so does Scott. And I actually got Van shooting video now. I mean, with us, so we all are videographers now. So when you're getting to the end game and you're getting ready to go into editing, and nobody say anything. I'm gonna go to everybody one-on-one, just for the people, even Barry, and even with I've got to put this in perspective for Grizz. When you finish penning that last script or the last, you know, writings for your book,
Right.
Alvin, what is that feeling like for you?
I feel like it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm never satisfied. I've done 7 features in my lifetime, and I've done a lot of other music videos and shows and stuff. I have not yet completed a project where I felt like it's complete. I felt like I just put it out and say it's going to be what it's going to be, and this is all you have to work with. You know, there'll never be enough footage. There'll never be enough good takes, and it's just going to always be something that can be better. So, it's a good feeling to have it on the timeline and just throw it out there and say it's going to be what it's going to be, and just try to take what I learned from that last project and to apply it to the next project, you know. But there's never a time yet that I've experienced where I was satisfied with my project. I don't know if I answered your question, but that's what I took from the question. I feel like I'm on Jeopardy.
Grizz,
What's up? What's up?
when you drop that pen and you say
Right.
it is done, what is that feeling like?
Truth be told, because it took me so long, because I started writing my first book in 2015 and didn't get it published until 2020, it was like the first time I could actually take a exhale. This first time I could actually breathe and say, I actually am a publisher. I published my own book. You know, I could actually call myself a writer. And it was just, like I said, it was just a moment where I could just breathe and say, I finished. I finally did it.
That's what's up. I'm sorry it's taking a delay to get off.
Oh, you good, brother. You good.
Son, that feeling, how would you describe it?
For me, it's a little like melodramatic to a certain extent, man. I get kind of like, I don't want to say sad, but it's more like, damn, like
I'm done.
Yeah, like it's like these days will never happen again. Like I look at everything like, yo, all right, just like the rap party we had the other day. It's like, yo, damn, we had it. Now it's like, yo, I just gotta remember it now. Like it's I can't get this back. So when it comes to me finally shooting my last bit of footage for a film, it's like, damn, like one part of the process is gone and I'll never get it back again. So I have the memory. So I just try to hold on to that for real. But for me, it's kind of somber, man. It's kind of somber.
Barry, when you're finished that project, it's been delivered to the publishers or been delivered to your clients, that feeling, What's it like?
I'm always feeling when are they gonna pay the check, or it's like it's
That's never
done.
gonna happen.
Where's my money? I got bills.
Right.
uh, uh, the feeling when it's done. I am not as poetic as Asim is because that was gorgeous, man. Or what you just said, but uh, my projects are never done. I mean, I just literally just move on. They're never finished. I have photos right now that if I went back to a set that, and I looked at the raws from 50 or 5 years ago, I can find something to edit and it's like, how did I miss that? And and it's just as good then as it is now. If there's some sets that I can't even look at them because it would just suck up so much time just looking at some of the old photos or some of the old footage, and then I'm like, well, why didn't I use it? Or maybe I can make a reel out of it now or something like that. So it never ends. The only time it ends is when I get some really negative feedback from clients that just don't understand the creative process. And then I put that stuff away and I never look at it again. So,
Yeah, no, I get that.
yeah, because and I don't blame them. I blame me more than anything else, because they were not my client. I should have did my due diligence more to make sure that my creativity jives with their creativity. Because if it doesn't, then we're both just going to be frustrated. Because I'm gonna feel like I'm pimping out my creativity, and they're gonna feel like that they're not getting what they thought they were paying for. So,
Right.
I mean, I've gotten to a point in which I just give people their money back. Look, I'll pay you to leave me alone.
So far, I have yet to do that, but I would. No, that's not true. Story time.
Story time.
Sounds like it.
It's time for story time. Story time. Okay, here we go. So anyway, I was contracted to do a birthday shoot for a young man who identifies as LGBTQ. I had did his birthday shoot before, and I didn't care. You know, I don't care. I don't care what flag you fly. I don't care what race you are. I don't care anything. All I care is that I make you happy. So
and
anyway,
that they pay you.
Oh, they pay me before they even come to the door. I get paid. I don't play that. So anyway, he said, I want you to make me into a statue. You remember this? Barry, you remember this because I showed you the images.
Yeah.
I made this man into an Adonis statue, like marble. Looked amazing. Everybody told me and asked me, how the hell did you do that from a photograph? I said, well, I played with it. I did this, that, and the third. I made it happen. This mofo asked for his money back because I didn't make him enough statue. It wasn't enough statue.
What?
You know what? I said, you know what? It's not even worth it. Here's your money. And guess what I did?
Oh no!
I deleted the images out of his client file.
Yeah.
Guess what happened the next day?
He won his photos.
Where the photos at?
There you go. Come on.
You know, what did I tell him? What did I tell him?
You got your money back. I got my images back. See?
Nope. I said it wasn't statue enough.
Right.
I used the same term he used to me. He got his money. I got the pictures, and I basically deleted them. And when he said, "Do you still have them?" I said, "No, I deleted them." Guess what? That is the first time in natural history that I deleted a whole set of images that I took and edited ever.
Wow.
Because there was no coming back from you telling me you are not statue enough.
Right.
That sounds personal.
I missed the mark. I'm not revisiting this. It's done.
Right.
Guess
Right.
what? If anybody else asks me to make him a statue, I got him. I know how to do it. But guess
Right.
what? I don't have to look at his images to do it. I know how I did it now.
Right.
Yep, and that's what I meant about protecting your peace. I mean, because if you had kept the money, whatever it was, he would have kept calling you, bothering you, messing with you. He would have. I mean, he would have said something you might not have wanted to say. I mean, so it's like, hey man, just take the money, get out my face, see you later.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes you got to pay people to. Sometimes you got to pay people to get them out of your life. Just pay them to move on.
Right. See you later.
And that's the beauty about cinema.
I'm gonna
And
make
that's
another
why
track
I
too,
love
right?
my toe in the cinema world, because what you put out there is what you want out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the first time I walked into a theater and my name was on the marquee, you know what I mean? Like it was like I literally saw my name on a marquee outside of a theater for a project that I shot from beginning to end, edited. Now, see, this is the craziest thing, because not only did I shoot it, I was in it, I edited it, I did the music for it.
You were the movie.
Basically, it was like when the credits went up, I felt so bad because the only person's name that was up there more than mine was Jesus, and I was like, "Oh, Jesus." So,
hold up. Let's talk. I want to go back to the conversation.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the completion.
Yeah.
The completion part.
Yes.
Because we got photographers.
Yeah.
Practice. We got videographers.
Right.
The completion part is so important.
Yeah.
It's so important. So for me, when I complete a project, that part right
You
there,
emotional.
I am.
He cried.
I don't give a fuck. Yo.
Awesome.
No, hold up.
Awesome. He cried after he rapped with you. Cried. He was like, "Yeah."
Yo, when he comes back on the camera, he will tell you exactly what I said to him.
I'm in my feelings, man.
No, he will tell you exactly what I said to him on our last day of shooting.
My ball shriveled up a little bit, and I started shedding tears.
I ain't do all that. I ain't do all that. But it's
he grabbed an empty bottle of Manischewitz and poured it out for the homies who didn't drink.
He want to keep talking. Listen, I'm telling you, it's something special about that. But then let's have a real conversation as creators. After this shit is wrapped up, more work. And then when we see the work, we be like, God fucking damn. I should have did this.
Yeah.
Should have did that. And that is that fucking shit that's in our ear. Where when the shit goes to the public, we're like, it's like this. It's like
all that.
Nah, fuck yeah, nigga. I'm with this shit. Y'all remember Family Guy shit?
No, don't never watch Family Guy.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
I've never
I
watched
didn't say I
saw that.
never watched Martin. I said I don't like Martin, the television show.
We're not talking about that. Listen, as creators, we know we're going to be the hardest critics.
Yeah.
We're the hardest critics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
because
too
you
hard.
know what it's supposed to be, and the other audience doesn't. So you're always going to be hard on yourself because you know what it should be, as opposed to everyone else is taking it for what it is because they don't know any different. That's why.
Yeah. You know what's coming out of here.
Right.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
And the problem is that a lot of times you don't second guess yourself in the process.
Right.
And I don't know if you noticed about me and how I work. I second guess myself all the time, and I want that other angle. I want that other look. I want that full. I want that 3/4. I want that close up.
Mm-hmm.
I need all of them. And people be like, "Yo, this is too fucking long." And I'm like, when you're here and we're within the call times, I'm good. Now, if we go over the call times, you got every right to call me a motherfucker.
What I learned is a term that editors use. It's a term. I got it. It's a term that editors use.
You sound better, right?
Shut up. There's a term that editors use that I realize is very valuable. It's called the cutting floor.
Yeah.
It's the cutting floor. And I told you personally, I'd rather have the images than not.
Yeah.
Than not.
But it's not our call because we had one. Listen,
no,
listen.
Nigga, it's definitely our call. It's always.
No, it is not our call.
It's always our call.
Oh, all right. So this is where he and I differ, and I want to go to the other producers on the panel. Is it your call or the director's call whether you got a shot?
It's the director's call, unfortunately.
All right.
Because
hold on. That's clear. Let's make it clear. Do you rather have more or less?
Well, it's always better to have more than less. But at the end of the day, the director takes responsibility for everything. Who approved of this? And it doesn't fall on no one else besides the director. Even though the director does the least of the work, and I say that as a director.
Love you, Sheila.
He has to, or he or she has to be the one to approve everything. So that's why I say that. The director just says yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and the other people do all the actual work. But so I answered 2 questions in one, and one of my own that wasn't even a question, but yes.
I also believe, right? I also believe, because as a director myself, I would say it's better to have more than less.
It's definitely better to have more than less.
I never said that was
no one is going against you, Jared.
But it depends on.
Why you getting defensive? We're not in front of the cameras.
It depends on what are you doing it for. Like if you're doing it for your audience, then you need to keep your audience considered. There's some directors out here that don't give a fuck about their audience. There are other directors out here that are very passionate and care about their audience and story that they're telling. I know both. I'm the kind of director that care more about my audience than my own personal thing for whatever reason. So there are directors that say, fuck it. It's an hour-long scene, a 3-hour movie. They're going to just take it all in because I want them to. Okay, cool. But there's some directors that be like, my audience might get lost in this. They're not going to understand it. I'm here to entertain, not to tell them my story. And they go with that direction. It just depends what kind of director you are.
Yeah. Don't miss what I'm talking about, though.
I'm so far gone. Y'all made me drink all these shots of this shitty liquor.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what.
No, hold on. I want to talk to Alvin real quick.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Alvin, I'm not talking about the final project. I'm talking about like doing the shit. Sometimes it's okay to have the shit. Then when you looking back at it on the post side, you're like, all right, well, we don't need this shit. Let's throw this shit the fuck out.
You know what? And I hate to admit this. I'm glad that Tez isn't watching. He was my AD on my last project, right? And a lot of the times as a director, I knew what I wanted. And on the set, I'm like, yo, leave me alone. I got what I needed. But when I go back on the editing floor and I look back at it, I'm really glad that he made me get the extra shot. And if he wasn't there, I wouldn't have got the extra shot.
Don't worry about it, Alvin. I'm gonna tell Tez this shit.
You're funny as shit. So I appreciate. So it's a time as a director or as an artist to know when to let your ego go, because sometimes the other ears may be right. It is better to have more than less. And I experienced this today editing this movie, where it was like, damn, I'm gonna have to use Ted's shot, even though I told him I didn't want him to have that shot. Fuck off. I ended up using the shot that he told me to get. Because I didn't like
what happened yesterday. I had a total different outlook of how the ending scene should be done.
Mm-hmm.
I addressed it and I left it alone. And I thought that we had come to a conclusion. In a world where your director has a different idea and decides to do it her way, you are left in bitch mode because guess what? She did it her way.
Right.
And that's what happened. And this is my wife. I'm
gonna say this shit. I'm gonna say this shit. Out of the 4 people that's sitting in the shed, you gotta go home.
I don't care about that because
you gotta go home.
But see, this is the whole idea: is that if you don't think that me and my wife have already talked about it, I wouldn't be addressed it.
Right.
Because when we are working in a business, that's one thing. When we are husband and wife, it's totally other. It's a totally separate function. Because just like Barry can tell you, when he's on set and his wife helps him out, he's in charge. He does and asks her to do the things that he needs her to do, and she doesn't give him a lot of feedback. She does and works with him the way that he needs her to. When I'm working with my wife, it's the same thing. And we don't carry it home because we are married. Boz Production stops at the same door that Mass Creation Production stops.
That's what's up.
And it takes a lot of control to get there.
Can I talk about our conversation?
Yeah.
Just a tad bit? We sat on the rooftop one time, right?
Yeah.
I was doing my thing. and me and Jerry had creative differences, right? But I would give flowers where it's always due. Jerry told me, he said, he was like, we see shit different ways. That's what he said. And I'm gonna transfer these flowers. You got yours to Awesome, because I seen Awesome in fucking movement with other creators. And Awesome stuck to his guns, but he understood what Naeem was saying. He understood what Tone was saying. He understood what Tim was saying. Just like you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to have these conversations between creators.
Mm-hmm.
On the set.
Right.
Never was carried on the set.
That's a touchy topic, though. That's a touchy place to be. You know? Yeah, but yeah.
The whole idea, and this is
I love that.
Can we go there? Because this is important. Because I also told you that night when we were sitting out there, I was drinking, you were doing what you do. We were sitting out there, and what did I say? Me and Boz Productions had no conversations about the conversation we were having. That's what I said that night. It wasn't like I was relaying a message from my director who wanted me to tell you. No, these are like, okay, if and you as producers and you as writers will understand this more than anybody else.
Let's say creators.
When you creators, but I'm saying
that's what we know.
They direct, and that's the key.
That's
it's a little different when you're direct. Because behind the camera, you have one responsibility. When you're in charge of the whole production, it's a different set of responsibilities. Correct.
Correct.
Thank you.
I would say no, only because that's your vision. No. That's your vision. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's still your vision.
Yeah.
Hey,
so you still see it how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, but they are the end game. They are the end game. They hold the infinity gauntlet. They say what's going to be on the cutting room floor and what's going to make it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about
a lot
of production. When you're at the end of your production and what you're doing once you have wrapped.
Barry said, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
it sounds like to me you were talking about like creative differences.
Barry holds the infinity gauntlet because his customers and his clients only see the end game of photography that he wants them to see.
Right.
And see, here's the thing, and maybe I'm misunderstanding. If I am, correct me if I'm wrong. But I find that on independent film projects, you have a lot of filmmakers on one set and one director, but all the filmmakers around them want to be crew, but at the same time want to be directors. And then you have a lot of issues.
I can see that.
Yeah, so no one wants to be the person that takes, because they have their own idea on what it should be, when they shouldn't be focusing on their idea. They should be all working to get towards what the director wants. And I find that a lot. Even on my last project,
where I find that being was that no? So I find that being, my job as a director, I was doing every other job that no one else wanted to do while everyone else around me was trying to direct. Which it frustrated me to the point where I want to kick everybody to fuck off. Like, y'all all need to go home because I'm doing all this extra work that I don't want to do, that I need help with. I don't need no help with directing, mind you, but everyone wants to direct all my actors and all this other stuff. But no one wants to go in the morning to pick up the pastries. No one wants to go to the car to get the extra battery. No one wants to, move a light or like no one wants to do that stuff, but everyone wants to be the director, which I hired myself to be that person. So sometimes when you work, especially in the DMV, you have to be careful who you select as your crew because everyone wants to be in that same position. And it causes conflict of interest on the set because everyone has opinions on what the shot should be. And they really shouldn't be that way. It should just be the director's point and not everyone else around them, But
I have a question.
Is so small that
that argument 100%. And the reason, like, it was hard for me, and I told you that going in. I'm like, this is the first time I'm not DP on any of the Boz Productions products. I've always been the DP. And that's director of photography for layman's terms.
Okay,
and,
thank you.
I relinquished a lot of the control and when Sheila asked me as her husband, I was like, you got to ask Rich. Because I had relinquished that. It wasn't for me to make those calls. But I also would talk to Rich as creative was working on the same project. Hey, there are certain shots that are her signature. Like, if you don't see the Spike Lee trail shot where somebody's moving, and the camera's staying right on them, if you don't see that trail shot where they seem like they're moving forward and it looks like they're on a skateboard or something.
Right. It's not a Spike Lee joint.
It's not a Spike Lee joint. There are certain aesthetics to a movie that makes it yours.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
No
like
doubt.
that ultra tight close up that Alvin likes.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. I've seen your work. That ultra tight close up.
Yeah.
Because you want to evoke that emotion in that scene, and you want to make sure that it's as important to you as it is to the people that are watching it. And I've seen that shot, and I know that's your shot.
Yes, that's funny. You saw
that shot on Awesome's joints. He likes split lighting. He wants that half dark, half light shot. That kills and crushes because it evokes emotion. Am I wrong?
I love you, bro.
Am I wrong?
But also told me, he was like, I was like, this shit look too pretty. Also looked at me like, I'm a pretty nigga.
See, I don't want anybody to think they're on this panel and I don't know what they do.
Right, no doubt.
Awesome. That split light shot is your shit. Am I right?
Yeah, I like the dramatics of it all.
Thank you. And let's go to Barry. Ultra saturated look, where the picture has all that color and saturation in it.
Overcooked and super sweet.
All the elements, like the flowers and those big, beautiful parachute gowns.
That's not what you was gonna say at first.
Yeah, it was. I'm serious.
Call him on his shit, bro.
I want you to call. If I'm wrong, tell me. But
No.
I don't put you on this panel and not look at and study and know.
Well, I definitely come to the right up to the line of oversaturation.
Yes.
I love super sweet and oversaturated and almost overcooked. But that's what I like. Lots of color.
And that's the whole idea. And I'm sorry, but
I feel like as a producer or a director, you kind of have to have that. Like you were saying with the whole Spike Lee thing. If you don't have something that characterizes you, you're just going to get lost amongst the thousands of fucking filmmakers out there.
Exactly.
It's not your signature.
Exactly. And one of the
when
things
y'all go back and you check Alvin's work, and you don't, those close-ups are ridiculous, Alvin. You see pores and shit. You see the pores. And it's did you pour water on that girl's face so that it would trickle down? And did you do that on
Take a little and sprinkle it on her face.
Thank you. You think I don't? That's what I'm talking about.
Don't say. I think. I don't say shit.
You in general. I'm not talking about you.
No, it was the point.
Yeah,
my shoulder blades.
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't say shit.
But I just love that you don't understand that when I look at your work, you're not here for just me to like, oh, your grade. No, I've seen.
I appreciate that. That's dope. That's what's up. That's cool that you noticed that. That's cool.
Yeah. Because if I don't, I'm not doing my due diligence and making sure that the people that I want to be on the panel and here talking to us are worthy of it. You're worthy of it.
Thank you.
I'm worthy of much more. But my little corner of the wall with my buddies, you know, I want them to understand that they need to go back and check out what you're doing if they haven't.
Hey, Jerry, can you make sure we get everybody's IG and?
I think they're in the private chat. And if you go over the private chat, because everybody on here can go in the private chat. I know Grizzly put theirs in, Barry put his in. Make sure you put yours in so everybody can go and check out what's going on.
And also, what do you guys need support in? I mean, what's coming up that you want somebody to pay attention to, shout out, post on social media, whatever?
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
We got Lego in August. We got Give Me the Loot with Shrimp DMV. Oh, I just thought.
I got a fashion show coming up July 29th at Restaurant 54 in Hyattsville Art District.
How can we get information, Jerry? Can you just put something together, or should we, or send it to me on IG, or
yeah, we can put something together.
All right, because it's wonderful to meet everybody, and I'm loving the creative vibes and everything. But when it boils down to it, we need to support each other. So
right,
if I'm hiring somebody from DC, well, if I'm hiring somebody from New York or Los Angeles or somebody, and that talent is right here, and I just don't know that talent is here, then that's on me. But I need to be able to just reach out and say, hey, I got this. Can somebody help me out? Or I know that you live and breathe in this world. What do you need? Or even if it's something as simple as buying tickets to whatever your event is. I would much rather buy your ticket than just some random that somebody's having a show.
This, while you're plugging it in, I have something called the Actors Academy, where we teach acting to individuals of the Baltimore, DC, Virginia community.
And so, what age range?
It's adults, 18 and over, but we also have kids classes as well. We do the kids classes once a year. We do adult classes twice a year. But with that, we get a lot of people that are interested in getting into the acting game or already in it. And we also have directors that are plugged in to the film world throughout the DMV. So I'm always looking for directors to host a class, and I always have actors that are willing to act in different productions. So I know you say you do photography more than anything, but I have actors as well. So I don't know if you know about any acting gigs. I have over 150 actors that have been to the Actors Academy in the DMV.
Right.
Wow.
I want to host a class.
Who's that?
Alvin.
Okay.
Y'all don't want me to host your classes because I'm pretty good. Like as far as actors training, I'm really good.
No doubt.
I gotta make sure I get y'all both in there. Like I said, we do it twice a year. We have the classes start May 28th. So this Sunday, we do classes every Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. for 4 weeks straight. We have classes on character development. So we have a class on preparation. We have a class on physicality, ensemble work, and then also voiceover. So like building your character through those 4 different ways. So we already have our directors for this one. But I'm always looking for fresh directors, fresh talent, and then especially people that are willing to build the DMV. If you're not invested in the DMV, I really don't want you a part of the academy because that's what I believe in. That's what I stress for because I feel like, you know what I mean? I've been to Atlanta. I've been to New York. I've been to LA. I've been to all of these places, and they all have beautiful people, beautiful talent, beautiful projects. But the DMV has the same amount of quality talent. That why don't I just trust where I'm from, and we all get on together instead of moving out? Because I could have been moved to LA. I could have been moved to Atlanta. I could have done whatever I wanted to do, but I really feel like my home is here, so let me cultivate that. So when it comes to the Actors Academy, that's what I kind of stress on is that the DMV can be built from within, and we become something great together. So for sure,
Yeah,
I
I
got
want
to
to give
y'all
a
in.
big shout out to my boy Craig Scott. My boy Craig Scott. We worked on a project about 2 decades ago called, I don't like using this word too much, but I'm gonna say it. Can a nigga do Shakespeare? And I don't know if you've seen it. It's on Tubi, but I mean, we developed that production a long time ago, and he fine tuned it. I mean, can I use a word that doesn't really? Can I use a Calvin and Hobbes word? He transmogrified it and made it an amazing production that is now so strong and poignant. And if you see it, it's about the black experience, and that's why it's like I don't want to say the word, but I got a big hang up on the N word. I mean, I'm a '60s baby, so we look at the N word a little different. But I don't care what you call each other, but don't call me that because I might punch you in your throat. But I don't mean no harm. You guys can use it as freely as you want, but don't expect me to do the same. But
Hey, I say nigga like nigga.
Did that on purpose.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, I think we have had an amazing conversation, and we've done an amazing job of covering this subject. I want to thank everybody on this panel. Alvin, I want to thank Barry, awesome. I want to thank Sophisticated Grizzly, Dearest Teddy. But before we go, I want Dearest Teddy to tell them where they can see you on Wednesday nights.
All right, so this Wednesday night we got the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast, and I'm talking to everybody on the panel. Y'all might want to show up for this one because my question is, well, I'm going to do the reversing the fortunes. That's what we're going to call this podcast because I'm going to say, and the question that I'm going to ask is, if government assistance did not exist, would more children be left with the fathers?
Yes.
Yes.
Most
So
definitely.
that's what we're going to talk about. But see, I want to know what the ladies think and the men think because I want to know if that's what if this is where we have to really start talking about this government assistance thing because if there was no government assistance, if per capita men make the most money, would most kids be left with men?
Yes.
So yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about Wednesday, and also on YouTube, please look out for the Teddy Files. If you are into fragrance and if you are into looking good and feeling good, then you might want to make sure that you check out the Teddy Files because I talk about my fragrances and different ways of skincare and things like that. I'm going to be uploading every week, twice a week, so come check it out. This week I'll be talking about the best, one of the best bar soaps to use because we might want to start getting away from that dish detergent called body wash, So, but anyway, check out the Sophisticated Grizzly this Wednesday, 8:15, over on YouTube, and hopefully see you there.
All right. Anybody else got anything else to add?
The gentleman that said something about a fashion show. How do I find out information?
We'll hook you guys up because unbeknownst to most, and I don't know why people don't know, but Van Gogh is an amazing crochet artist, and he makes crochet bikinis, crocheted men's shorts, crocheted whatever you want, dresses. He is an amazing talent when it comes to putting the needles to the thread. He does that, and we love him, and he's right here. So you and Barry, I'll hook you two up, Barry, so that you can definitely check out his shit.
Well,
and y'all can.
I've shot his stuff a bunch of times with different models.
But you and him, yeah.
Oh, but he had mentioned a fashion show, and where was that?
The fashion show is actually going to be July 29th at Restaurant 54 in Hyattsville, Maryland.
All right.
The young lady that I worked with in Fredericksburg last year is going to be the host of it.
Cool.
So when we talk, I'll give you her information and all that. She's been up here to the studio. She's real cool people. Jerry's met her, So,
Hey, Jerry, and are you having any workshops coming up in the next 2 months?
Yes. I will give you those details in the next week.
Yo,
Album.
go to Alvin, please.
Alvin, what's that?
I'll give you those details within the next week.
Watch Sweet Dreams on Tubi. And watch Senior Cut Day on Tubi.
Damn.
And just make sure you watch them both on Tubi whenever you get a chance, or Amazon if you don't have Tubi.
Can we write reviews? Can we write reviews?
Please write a review on Amazon and Tubi if you can. Amazon do reviews.
And
Tubi
how
do
much
dislikes?
And how much you paying for good reviews?
How much am I paying out?
His camera fell over.
His camera passed out.
My phone was like, "Don't start lying."
That was funny.
I am so proud of you, Alvin.
It was right on cue, man. It was right on cue.
No. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of Awesome. I mean, me and Barry, we are in that level where we work together and we know what we do. But for you young next generation guys to do what you're doing, it makes us feel great, because that means that the art will not be lost. And you ain't house, so I ain't giving you that many flowers. I give you flowers all the damn time.
I'm gonna give myself flowers.
Give yourself flowers.
God damn it, I got the best knees in the DMV. So follow me on OnlyFans. Oh, that's what we doing? Fuck y'all.
Nobody. I see all men on this panel. That might work on the Grizzly, but right now there are 8 men on this panel who don't give a fuck about your knees.
I want to know about your knees, bro.
You may have thought that it would work, but tonight you are in the minority on your knees.
All I was saying.
All I'm gonna say is thank you so much for coming into the Grown Man Click podcast.
Can I plug? You mind if I plug something real quick?
Wait
Is
a
that
minute.
cool?
Yeah. Awesome.
My bad. Let me just get my Instagram in. It's _AWSIM.
Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Now.
Just want to plug my Instagram. It's _AWSIM. I also have at streamdmv.com. That's the website where you can find all independent films streaming out of the DMV. So all of the best and the brightest, streamdmv.com. And then we also have the actorsacademy.org. That's where you can learn about acting and learn and take some classes within the DMV art. So if you're interested, man, you can check out either one. Man, hit me up. I'm an actor by day. I'm a certified SAG actor. And I just, just looking to work with everybody that's on this panel. But, man, I appreciate y'all for having us on, man. I'm going to leave it there. Y'all got me drinking and shit on this Monday evening.
We start the week off right. If you don't start the week off with the beverage of choice, you ain't doing the right thing, because Monday is a hard day for everybody. Monday is the day you start your week. And if you can't start it off with a drink and a think, you need to reevaluate what you do on a Monday. I would like to thank everybody on the panel, Sophisticated Grizzly, Awesome Amen, my boy Alvin Gray, and Barry Freeman. Yo, thank you so much for coming in and adding to this discussion on creatives. To all the people in the Peanut Gallery, from Sheila, from Craig, from Victor, Marcy, Cheryl, Anthony, John, all of you guys, everybody, we love you. If you want more of the Grown Man Click, you will see us on Wednesdays at the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast. They start at 8:15 on Wednesdays. Yo, the only person who may not be there is this guy, because he works so early in the morning. He ain't going to be up late on a Wednesday because he got a lot of shit to do. But everybody else, we love you. We will see you on the other side of Monday. Peace.
See you.